Hey guys, Mr. Marcus here, and as you can see, we're back with the Tottenham Hotspur Mask League, if you didn't already know that from the title of this video. But yeah, so we're back in this particular episode. We only have 2 matches for you. Again, had a little bit of an issue with recording some episodes. Sort of stuff was sort of all getting in the way and some sort of stuff like that, and it sort of just was there. So yeah, only 2 matches in this particular episode. The return leg against Slavia at home at White Hart Lane after a 1-0 win. And this game against West Bromwich Albion with Kirk as their manager, which makes no sense because I'm sure I've changed all the I don't know. So yeah, this game against West Brom, we played a relatively strong team. Scott Parker was playing in defensive midfield, which is a bit interesting as well, considering that he's actually rated. His ratings gone up by like 5 already, which is crazy considering that he's not actually that good a player. But well, I mean, in terms of stats wise. But yeah, I mean, this game was just interesting to play against West Brom. West Brom, again, one of those teams which shouldn't really pose a threat. They do pass the ball around a lot, but they do play a lot of long balls as well. It's a really interesting thing that I think West Brom maybe one of those teams which actually play some relatively realistic football. They don't bother to pass it around that much. They do pass around a little bit, but they don't pass around that much, which is better. But yeah, in the 7th minute of the match here, Townsend gets a strike. Now gets a shot away. Holberg comes flying out with like a crazy volley on the volley, and mid-air volley is what I should be saying. And yeah, so it doesn't really come to anything. But in the 23rd minute of the match here, El Shaarawy picks up the ball down his left-hand side, runs past about 2 or 3 players after he's basically taking the ball off some guy, just gets a strike away, and the keeper should be saving that because it's basically right at him. But it just goes flying into the back of the net. Nothing the keeper could do about it. So to be honest, he should be saving it, but hey ho. And in the 30th minute of the match here, Scott Parker on the ball, gives it into Benzema. Benzema just gives it into El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy takes 1 touch and he pops it in the back of the net to give him his 2nd goal. Another Benzema assist. Like I said in the last episode, in the next episode I will show you the goal ranking and assist ranking in the Barclays Premier League. And you will be shocked by what I show you because it is ridiculous. So yeah, at half time it was 2-0 to us against West Brom. A pretty good result so far in the Hawthorns against West Bromwich Albion, and we were sort of dominating. I mean, we were playing a more or less a mid to full strength side. It wasn't our fully full strength side, but it was a relatively strong side. And I mean, they were getting some strikes, we were getting some opportunities, but really coming to nothing. In the 53rd minute of the match here, Andros Townsend on the ball, plays it into Karen Benzema. Benzema eventually just runs past a couple of players as he usually does. He ends up getting fouled by one of the players right on the edge of the box, and I thought, okay, I'll take this free kick. I'll try and pop it in the back of the net, and I'll take it with Christian Eriksen and Holberg just standing over it as well. And it actually works out really quite nicely. I just aim at the goalkeeper's side, not full power, like half power. And Eriksen, of course, with his 94 shooting or whatever it is, ridiculous free kick stat, pops in the back of the net to give, well, we score our first goal. It makes it 3-0, but we score our first free kick goal, which is quite nice to see because, of course, it's always good to score a free kick goal as well. But in the 85th minute of the match, Holberg on the ball eventually just runs, does a really nice little bit of roulette skill, gets a strike away, gets a shot away, comes back to Karen Benzema. Benzema gets a strike away, and it's the most ridiculous goal I've ever scored because considering he kicks it into the floor and it just bounces past the goalkeeper like a spring, and it was just like, what is going on? Like, really? But hey. Anyway, in the last minutes of the match, Andros Townsend on the ball again down his right hand side. Runs past a couple players. Again, Andros Townsend is one of those players that I'm maybe thinking about actually playing a lot more regularly. I mean, he's like 26 now, but he is quite a good player and he does a lot more pace than Ramirez. So I'll maybe think about that maybe later on in this actual particular season to see if maybe I should change it up or not. But yeah, with a 4-0 win against West Brom, relatively comfortable, as you'd expect. We're still 11 points clear of Arsenal. We're still 16 points clear of Southampton. And we're 19 points clear of Chelsea, which is just crazy to think about. And we're just dominating. I don't know how we're dominating, but we're dominating. I think it's because I bought so many good players in. Quality, not quantity. But yeah, into the last match of this episode, it is against Slovan Bratislava, like I said at the start of the episode. Again, I apologise for not having more than 2 matches. It's because I just had some issues with the editing side of it and the recording side of it. Just have a couple of issues here and there. So yeah, as you see here, Tottenham Hotspur, our team: Buffon, Ayan, Toure, Wilson, Evra, Radicevic, Koke, Chadli, Lamela, El Shaarawy and Karen Benzema. The only reason I played Benzema, he was actually my captain, was because Benzema was on the red form, and I thought, well, if I can take advantage of it, score a couple goals in the first half, then take him off, bring on someone else, it will sort of work out in the end. And to be honest, it ends up working out in the end. But Bratislava's team, to be honest, only player I recognise is Grendel, and that's really about it. I don't know where I even recognise it from. But yes, Radicevic, of course, playing in midfield as well. Another bald guy, which is crazy. He's got so many bald dudes. And yeah, so this game was interesting, like I was saying. Benzema was in red hot form. I think El Shaarawy was like in orange or something. He was like diagonally up in terms of the arrow. And it was interesting because, of course, like I was saying, I just wanted to see if I could maybe like win the game relatively comfortably. But in the 5th minute of the match, they actually get through on goal. It's a really good save from Gianluigi Buffon. He actually gets the opportunity, he gets that a little bit, and good enough for Buffon getting some opportunities and whatnot. In my actual team again, Buffon comes flying out, gets his hand on it. Like, he was doing a pretty good job of just defending in general, and then he actually does a pretty decent job of just just catching the ball. Buffon is one of those keepers that, I mean, he's lower rated, but he does do a really good job for me. Like, so far, of course, he'll get even better later on. But in this 18th minute of the match here, El Shaarawy just runs past, again, 2 or 3 players, pings it into the back of the net to give us a 1-0 lead, and I was like, El Shaarawy, you are an absolute beast. Stefan El Shaarawy, if you do not have him, I would advise buying him if you play PES 2015 anymore. Buy him, he's just ridiculously good. Again, Gianluigi Buffon making another good save from another strike from one of their players. And from the stats from this half-time, you actually sort of see that it was relatively in their favour. They were sort of dominating us, ever so slightly. I mean, we had 4 shots to on target. I mean, we always have shots. I mean, don't really score any goals, but they had 3 shots to on target, and they were actually doing a pretty decent job of it. By this point, in the 70th minute of the match, I'd actually taken off Karim Benzema, moved Lamela forward, and I think I brought on, I don't remember who I brought on. I don't remember at all who I brought on. But Lamela actually scores a goal for us, a pretty nice goal as well from the edge of the box with a finesse shot. And then about 16 minutes later, Radicevic on the ball gives it to Chadley. Chadley brings it into Townsend. We brought Townsend on, that's who it was. And D'Ambrosio as well, which is crazy. And in the 88th minute of the match, Lamela again on the ball, plays it into Chadley. Chadley gives it back to Lamela. Lamela just takes this opportunity and he pops in the back of the net. Scores a really nice goal after a really nice build-up play between the whole team, basically getting it right from the back and passing it forward, all his little tiki-taka passes, and getting an opportunity, and Lamela gets his boot cleaned by Nasser Chadley, which is just, okay, fair enough. And yeah, so with that opportunity, we end up winning the game 3-0. I'm just going to say that now because we end up winning the game 3-0. And Lamela actually sort of showing me how to actually play with him properly. It seems quite weird that usually you should play him on the wings, but he does play quite well in a centre forward position. His rating goes down, but he does do pretty decent. So for a 3-0 win against Slovan Bratislava, we end up basically, as you expect, winning the game. We sort of dominated quite a lot in the second half. Lamela got man of the match with an 8.0 rating. Benzema actually only got a 6.0 rating, which isn't really that surprising, to be honest. Didn't really do much. Liverpool got knocked out by Mauschalwitz. Marasville beat Lille. Southampton got through. Napoli got through. Pablo Weiston beat Fiorentina. Crazy. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more. And catch you later.